How common is it that people are struck by lightning, especially in open areas like this? Well, let's listen to Rene to see what she has to say. I'm Sister Tammy, broadcasting live from the southern tip of Africa on the Nurse TV. And have any of you heard of anyone being struck by lightning? Well, it happens quite a lot in South Africa, and Rene Grobler, who is president of the Emergency Nursing Services in South Africa, is going to tell us exactly what to do in this situation.
Hi, Tammy. Exactly like you said, we experience a lot of lightning strikes. And especially in the Johannesburg area where we are, is one of the highest lightning strike areas around the world. And lightning strikes can cause anything from death to very, very serious injuries. And it can be prevented by just doing simple steps. So the first thing is, and I'm sure when you grew up it was exactly the same, I'm sure many listeners can agree with me, that my parents would tell me, oh, there's lightning, you need to get out of the pool, or you need to come inside the house. That's actually already too late. So when you hear the thunder, that's when you need to go inside. So it's a long time before the lightning arrives that we already need to find some source of protection or go inside in a room.
So when the lightning strikes a human, what actually happens?
So the lightning strikes is a huge amount of electricity that goes through the human body.
Yes.
So please, it's not like electricity that we use in the house that you can't touch somebody. If somebody close to you has been struck by lightning, it's very safe to touch that patient or that person. And many times that person needs immediately CPR to sustain life and keep them going. So firstly I want to ask, if you don't know how to do CPR, it's so crucial, it's such a simple thing and it saves lives.
Yes.
So contact a centre close to you. I'm sure there's many available on the internet, but go and learn how to do CPR. So start with immediate CPR, and then the second thing that you need to do is to contact any emergency services in your area.
Yes.
And tell them that you have a person that's been struck by lightning, that you're busy doing CPR, because then they will know how serious the situation is and will send resources to you in the fastest way possible.
So it was a little bit of an incident that happened at Care School when the boys were out on the field. And I think tell us a little bit about that story.
So it was a couple of boys who were practicing cricket, didn't see the lightning. So no alarm system go off. The school does have an alarm system, a warning system, but because if no lightnings, the no warning system, they were starting to go off the field in seeing the storm, and then there was a lightning strike. So quite a number of the boys was struck. And what happens, it spreads from one person to another.
Oh.
So serious that some of the boys had to receive CPR. And luckily for one of the dads that could perform CPR, saved those boys' life. So they say if you are outside and there's no way, let's say you go camping or you're hiking and there's no shelter like a building that you can go in, it's just to find an open field. Don't hide under a tree or tower. Just find an open area and make sure that there's at least 4.5 meters between you and the next person. So don't think, oh, I'm scared, Tammy, come here, let me hold you.
Yes.
We need to be at least 4.5 to 5 meters apart. And then make your body as small as you can. Just hold up in a little ball, put your arms around your knees, and just put your head down and wait for the storm to pass.
How interesting. So as you can hear, You mustn't be outside. As the thunder comes, you've got to get indoors or into an isolated spot by yourself, not under the tree, and don't wait until that first lightning strike before you call the kids inside. So it's Sister Tammy tuning out from the Nurse TV.